The Department of Karmic Balance. Episode 2. The Intern. Marcus had a great time. The Seraph's advice to go to Japan and view the cherry blossoms was a good idea. He sat back, relaxed, and watched the petals float through the air. It was a great time. But all things must come to an end. Marcus knew that all too well. But instead of sorrow and dread at the thought of his vacation ending, Marcus was actually anxious to get back to work because of what happened last time. His last boss got either fired or demoted. Marcus never bothered to find out, due to wrongly delegating all of his responsibilities to his employees and taking credit for all of the work done. And Marcus got promoted from lower second-tier messenger angel class to first-tier archangel class. For those that don't understand how big of a promotion this is, allow me to take this chance to clarify. This was a big promotion. Thus, Marcus stepped through the portal with a prominent spring in his step. As he came out of the portal, he made sure to hand Thomas a box of Japanese sweets. If Marcus was going to have a good first day in his new position, that means he would have to do good deeds to others, no matter how small. After all, Marcus knew a thing or two about karma. As he walked through the doors to his office floor, he was met with the same angel who transported him to the Seraph's office. First-tier Archangel class Marcus. This way to your new office. The angel then sharply turned around and started walking further in the office space, with Marcus keeping close behind her. As they walked past the cubicles where the other angels were working, Marcus got a glimpse of a few of them either working and not paying attention to them, or looking out of their cubicles giving him the thumbs up. Marcus felt his step lighten when they did that. Things were finally looking up for him. But there was still that feeling of, don't get too full of yourself, son. There's still enough light in the day for everyone to see you screw this up. Before he knew it, Marcus and the angel were standing in front of an office door. In gold leaf, the words on the door read, Head of the Department of Karmic Balance. First-tier Archangel class, Marcus. The angel grabbed the knob and opened the door. The room inside was much larger than Marcus's old office, which was only a few feet wider than a broom closet. Inside was a white carpet floor, with a potted plant in one of the corners. A large wooden desk sat in front of a glass wall, with the blinds pulled to the sides. A fancy, widescreen computer monitor sat on his desk, which had a very comfortable office chair covered in tan leather, seemingly inviting Marcus to sit in it, almost saying, Why, hello there, friend. Why not rest those bonds on the comfort of my plush exterior? On your computer you'll find a document detailing your new position, and the requirements and responsibilities that are now expected of you. If you need anything else, have your intern contact us. Intern? Yes, you will be assigned an intern for a while, to help you properly integrate into your new position, as well as training him for a future position here. Is he here? Is it even a he? Did I just walk past him and not notice him? No, yes, and again, no. He is still going through some documents that all interns need to sign. He'll be here in a couple of minutes. Here is his information. The angel handed Marcus a piece of paper, with a picture of the intern paperclipped on top. Thanks. Sam Anson, recent hire, pretty good organization skills. Huh? He's a mortal soul. Then he's a dysfunctional soul. So you know about those. Well, yeah, but I heard that they're a rare occurrence. They don't even appear once in a millennium. Allow me to explain, seeing as how Marcus won't. While heaven does exist, it is not the heaven that you may be acquainted with. Heaven doesn't accept the souls of those who had been good, and hell does not accept the souls of the damned. Terrible business practice. Instead, the souls of the dearly departed go through a process of purification, which involves the soul being purified of anything from their past lives, such as memories and personalities. The one thing that does carry over is the accumulated karma that the person has collected from their previous life, which will then be converted into something either positive or negative happening in their next life. There are times, though, where a person will recall something from their past lives, such as memories or emotions awakened by certain stimuli. Then there are dysfunctional souls. These souls just give the purification process a complete skip, and once reborn in a new life, the person retains all memories and personality from their past life or lives. In order to keep them from retaining this knowledge, the highest department in heaven decided that in order to keep these souls from mucking up things in the mortal realm, Marcus didn't know how they could muck things up down there. They're given part-time jobs in one of heaven's or hell's departments, just to give them something to do until they are finally able to go through the purification process. No one knows how they are able to finally go through the purification process, or how they skipped it completely in the first place. It just happens, and thus ends this helpful exposition. I feel like I should have just explained something now. Don't walk down that path, Marcus. You're only Archangel class. What? Nothing. I'll leave you to getting used to your office. Please remember to thoroughly look over the document detailing your new responsibilities. Mr. Anson should be here soon. Have a good day. The angel left with Marcus standing outside of his office, holding the paper with Sam's information. Marcus breathed a sigh of both relief and nerves. He went into his office, noting a complete lack of anything that really made the office slightly more personable. Like a poster, or at least some little knickknacks to put on his desk. Anything to make it more comfortable. But once Marcus sat down in his new chair, he realized he never knew the true concept of comfort. Oh, good CEO! This is amazing! 5 wonderful minutes later, Marcus decided that it was high time to take a good look at the document the angel mentioned before. Turning on the monitor and computer, Marcus found the document right on the desktop. Opening it up, he read through it twice to make sure he understood what he needed to do. In short, Marcus would do the same thing he did before, go down to the mortal realm and inform anyone down there whenever they had too much accumulated karma. But instead of just handling the cases where the person was just a prick, he would be handling the whole spectrum of karma, from the good to the bad. Not only that, but it was also his duty to ensure that the balance of karma was in precise balance, which means to schedule a visit to the actual scale itself. Lastly, there was a mention of monthly meetings to inform the higher-ups of the department's status. To make a long short story shorter, Marcus had some new responsibilities. A knock at his door jerked Marcus out of his thoughts. Practically jumping out of his chair, Marcus made his way to the door and opened it up. On the other side he saw Sam Anson. You know me? The person standing in front of Marcus was a young adult male, brown hair, wearing business casual attire. Sam looked nervous as he looked at Marcus, slightly shifting from side to side. Don't worry. Between you and me, we both got new jobs just today. Come on in. Marcus walked back into his office with Sam behind him. He looked around and realized that he didn't have an extra chair for Sam. And Marcus didn't want to sit right back down into his chair like some self-important moron. So, hoping he didn't skip a beat, he went up to his desk and half sat, half stand/leaned on it, hoping very much with his heart of hearts that he didn't look too much like a nerd. So, Sam, tell me about yourself, if you're comfortable with that. Oh, well, I was in my mortal life a nobody. I guess I just did nothing. Well, except all of the drugs. Man, I did a lot of drugs when I was alive. Ah, oh great, Marcus thought. First day at a new job and they give the stoner to me. Joy. Yeah, I was kind of a messed up kid. I don't really want to do that again. Oh, well, don't worry. With this part-time internship, I'm sure you'll turn a new leaf. Thanks. Are internships common practice here? No, you're a special case. You're what is referred to as a dysfunctional soul. What's that? And thus, Marcus gave the same explanation I did from before. Hey, do you get the feeling that someone else should be explaining this? You too? Oh, for crying out loud. So, what exactly do I do? What kind of work should I expect? Marcus froze on that question. The angel never clarified what role an intern would have. There was no mention of such a position in the document on his computer. Marcus thought for a moment, then came up with something. My job is to ensure that the karmic balance of the cosmos is in balance. You will be acting as my aide for any and all jobs and cases that I have. In fact, Marcus stood up from his lean on the desk. He was starting to feel a cramp in a very personal place. I was going to see someone and introduce myself. Why don't you come with me? Where are we going? We're going to see the scale that maintains the balance.